spent the apocalypse. I'm so fucking tired edition. So, every day of my life starts with an entire freaking list of chores that I have to do that nobody else in the world has to do. Not all of them. Part of them, not all of them. Because of this place and how it runs. But then if any single thing on top of that goes wrong, and there's never a day when it doesn't, this means I'm starting even later. It's hotter than hell already today. As you can see, I'm covered in sweat just from going to milk and doing the outside chores I had to do. Okay, but I wanted to show you, while I'm bitching about the time I do not have, I wanted to show you what's going on this time of year. Okay, so the goats are milking insane amounts of milk, which is very good because we sell it, we use it, it's paying for itself, we don't have to put any money. I mean, we have to go and get the feed, we have to do all the freaking work, but we're breaking even, and we're eating milk products all the time. I'm getting ready to make my mother's breakfast, then I'll make mine. I've got some banana peppers from the garden that I cut up. I've got some kale that I got for her that I got out of the garden. Basil, parsley, tomatoes. We've got, look over here, you can see we've got an abundance of tomatoes so far. We haven't had tomatoes in years, so this is nice. I hope it lasts. Okay, cucumbers we've been eating them. This is only like half of them. We're still getting squash.
We have put up so much squash.
We have put up 26 pints of squash, plus we've eaten it, plus we've given it to everybody. This is the way, plus we're feeding it to the chickens, which saves us feed. But all these moving parts take time. Okay, so I'm getting ready to make breakfast. Now this is what's happening right now with some of the tomatoes that go on the top. They're getting sun blistered. The UV is so bad right now, and the intensity of the sun is so bad that the tomatoes that get hit with full sun are doing that. They're blistering and then they're rotting out. But people go, oh, throw that away, give it to the chickens. Watch this. I cut this into this. I know about, because I've been doing it forever, I know about where it's going to go to. Cut off the part that's blistered. And now there's enough for Mom's breakfast.
Yeah.
So there you go, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, waste not, want not, and all that good crap.
And the chickens will eat the rest.
And the chickens will eat the rest. The chickens don't care about, I mean, there's still, you can see, I just barely went through.
Yeah.
The chickens will eat the rest, so that's the bucket we put it in. Okay, very quick. Lynn bought a rosemary plant to replace the rosemary plant that died during the polar vortex. Real quick, come out here. I want to show you how well the herbs are doing. Because a lot of times I just show you me planting stuff or putting stuff up or dicking with it. Then I don't show you the end result. That's basil and parsley. The big stuff is lettuce leaf basil, which is a milder flavor, and it's tender even when it's huge. But all of this basil, parsley, thyme down here, we had to replant our thyme. It died in the polar vortex. So far it's thriving. No, those are violets. The thyme is the little one in the
little one in the middle. Yeah.
This is all oregano and mint and sage and more basil. I think we might have planted too much basil this year. What do you think? I don't know. So, anyway, so that's what we're doing.
But you'll dry it and put it away.
There will be 100 different things that I'll be doing. Lynn won't film a lot of that because Lynn is going to be doing the solarium. This place has 100 moving parts. Any given day, if you had to follow me around and see what I did, don't worry about what Lynn does. But if you just had to do what I did every day, you'd be like, why do you do that? Because I'm poor! You can either work with what you have and be happy you're not living in a box somewhere, or you can sit around and whine all day that you don't have any of the shit you want. So yeah, so Mom's on a very strict diet, so because of her different diseases. So she gets kale almost every day. It's high in sodium. She needs natural sodium. It's high in natural sodium. So We cut that up. We cut up the peppers. We throw them in the pot. You know, then we like put the... Now, some of this basil is for me, some of it's for her. Some of this parsley is for someone that's going to bundle it up. If you do it just right, if you kind of roll, you can like, they call it, what is it,
I don't know.
Or something, there's like some French word for what you do with basil. You don't have to roll it completely and get the same result just by half-ass rolling it into a ball. But at any rate, this is what I have to do. I have to feed my mom. And then, of course, I need to eat something, which I often forget. Although you wouldn't guess by looking at how fat I've gotten since we started making these videos. But at any rate, so it's like, yeah, everything's a process. So is it easy? No. It's not easy. Is it? You know, when they call it the simple life, it's not because it's easier, people. It's because it's simpler. As shitty as all this is, I'd rather do this than clock into Walmart every day. So, and a lot of the stuff I actually enjoy doing.
Not in the heat.
Huh?
Not in the heat. And not when you have to water half the day.
And not when I'm watering. Yeah, watering is a bugger because it's like you're just... But my tanks are finally refilling, so I won't be... I'll be able to water again without going, oh my God, there's a penny, there's a penny, there's a penny.
Yeah. And it's better water for the plants.
Well, it's a lot better for the plants. Really do a lot better on it. Oh, I just put the stems in my breakfast. Apparently, I want to eat the stems.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But at any rate, so today I'll be doing a bunch of stuff that's mostly because animals are assholes. So let's just be honest. And taking care of plants because bugs are also assholes. So
and there's a lot of them.
So I'll see you later.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Okay, so on the animals are assholes front. Apparently I'm an asshole too, but we already knew that. But on the animals are assholes front, in order to let the chickens out into the pasture now that I've moved the goats, because when the goats are here, they're less likely to do it, I have to shut the door.
Yeah, that bottom door has to be shut.
So that the chickens can't get in.
Right.
It is hotter than hell.
Right.
No building needs to be completely closed off. So I need to leave the window open. Here's the problem. The chickens fly in the window and shit all over in here anyway. They roost in here. You have to come get them. Why? Because animals are assholes.
I think we have got fog on here. Let me stop and see what's going on. Yep, you are absolutely right, Selina. It's because of the condensation from the change in temperature.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it taken care of.
Okay, so like all projects on this fucking farm, they start with, what kind of crap do I have laying around that I can fix this with? This wire is fucked up. You can see I've already had to bend it once to take it down, you know, to make it work someplace. It's just a mess. What I'm going to do is just cut it the right length and just kind of put it over this hole, because it doesn't have to be airtight or anything. All it has to do
keep the chickens
is
out.
Allow me to still be able to open and close the window.
Right.
And keep the fucking chickens and the goats, because if the goats can stick their head through here, they'll knock that window out with their horns trying to get out. Because why, children? Animals are assholes.
Animals are assholes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down and cut it. And of course my helpers managed to take my good pliers and leave them at the other barn. And it's 106 heat index.
Almost, yeah.
Okay, so it's hot in hell. I don't feel like running back and forth to the barn. Lynn didn't even want to film today because it's too hot. So that's how hot it is. So I'm going to do this project and quit. I was going to do a bunch of shit because I have some other... I'll show you the preliminary for the project I've got to do next.
Yeah, I would love to see it.
I've got to... Okay, as with most things, I have to do 20 things at once.
Right.
Because everything has to be done. There's a door that goes under the house, part of the house painting project that is completely rotted now.
Yes.
That I'm going to have to change out.
Yeah, we knew that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that the cement blocks underneath it, can't remember, been a while since I put the door in. Pretty sure that they're hollow, that they weren't filled with cement. I don't want that. I want to fill them with cement. But I only have one bag of cement. and I don't want to buy any more right now. And I'm also going to have to fix, I'll show you in a minute what I have to fix.
Oh, and it's literally too hot for cement right now.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not. It's too hot to work with it.
No, you just pour it, and it's too hot for me to work with it. If it's too hot for you to film, it's too hot for me to be mixing cement and moving rocks.
That makes sense.
I didn't think it was, but it is. All right, so I've got that cut. Now I got to try to straighten it, because as you can see, it's bent
95,000 ways.
50 billion different ways.
Yes.
And now I got to try to straighten it out a little bit at least. Okay, so while I'm on the subject, let's go show you what I've got. Okay, so chickens are the great excavators of the world. I love to have them in the pasture. They eat a lot of bugs. Our goats don't get ticks. Blah, 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 blah. But you remember when I built this barn, and you remember that I dug down and poured a footing. And you remember that I poured 27 bazillion bags of cement. And this is what the chickens have decided to do with all my hard work. They have excavated a huge hole. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is fill that hole with rock and then cap it with cement. Then, and I'm going to tell you this, and we'll probably show it to you later, after I do that, they will dig their hole here.
Yes, they will. They'll dig it farther out.
Once I fill that with cement, they will dig it out here. But guess what? I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll just fill that with dirt over and over again, because I don't give a shit. But over there, they're literally fucking up my foundation.
Right, and they're going to mess with it. It'll mess with the building and everything else.
Well, it'll mess with the building too, but it's not good.
No.
It's not good. And that's what chickens do, by the way.
That's what chickens do.
That's what they do. And because animals are assholes, there's a half an acre of pasture here.
Yeah, but they have to dig there.
That's where they're going to dig.
That's where they dig.
Okay. So as you can see, at some point in time, this fence was loose. It may have gotten hit with a tree or whatever. And I kinked it.
Yes.
In order to shorten it and tighten it. So now,
you have to unkink it?
Unkink it.
Oh, yeah, because you can't.
For my kinky friends, not saying anything un-PC about how we need to unkink things, just so you know.
Just need to get, you need the length back in that.
I need the length back. Well, it's going to make it easier for me to straighten it out. Every time you get the kinks out of something, it makes it easier.
Would you like me to hold one end or do something? I can put the camera down.
No, we're good. Okay, so because that's like I shortened it both ways.
Yes.
Okay, now as you can see, that is still at a hell of an angle, isn't it?
Yep, it's all over the place.
Okay, so, whatever will we do? Well, first off, we don't care if it's completely straight.
Right.
We don't. All you parents at home that are worried about your kids, quit it. We don't care if things are completely straight. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, and I would normally use a board, but I don't have a board. So I'm going to try doing this. We'll see if this works. This is how Selina gets hurt, because instead of doing what you should do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that, right there. And then I'll just do this and that. Let's see how much of it we got. Quite a bit. We can use some more. So the thing is, for a dyslexic,
there's a real bend in there.
Yeah. I'm dyslexic, so for a dyslexic to figure out which way things have to be pulled is sometimes a lot of trouble. It's like, I don't know, I think I pulled it exactly the opposite way, but I actually didn't this time.
No, I think you did really well, actually.
Oh, there's a good idea. Hang it on there.
Oh, cool. Okay, let me back up.
Hang on it, right? And just pull that a little bit more.
It's getting less and less messed up as we look. Well, look at that.
And now it's plenty square enough.
It's plenty square enough to cover the window.
To cover the window.
Now you got to worry about your latch.
Well, I know how to do it. Okay, so now it's plenty big enough for the window, but I still need to do some things. Like, for instance, I don't need these things sticking out like this. That's just one place. You think, oh, nobody will get caught on that. Yes, they will.
Yeah, they will. Especially
you know who'll do it? Me. No, the goat won't do it. It'll be me. I'll get caught on those little pieces of wire. And because you cut them, they're
really sharp. Yeah.
And they will just eat into your flesh. I'm not going to make her stay out here to watch me nail this on.
Why not?
Because it's hotter than hell.
That's all right. I'm fine. I'm in the shade.
You're sweating, though.
And so are you. There's breeze.
I always sweat.
Well, I was sweating in the house. It doesn't matter, honey. It's good.
Turn the air on.
I've got... There you go. Is the other side like that or no?
No. The other side I just cut. So I cut it flat because I knew I didn't want to have to do that. Okay. So, now I got to go get some staples. And I'm just going to staple this up.
Oh, of course.
Okay, it's going to miss this.
Yes, with no problem.
Okay. But down here, it's not going to miss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this section out.
Right. So you can access the latch.
Yeah. So I see how I hold my measurement?
Yeah, I do.
With my hand.
That was really nice, yeah.
So now we're going to cut it here and here. God, my hands are so shitty now. It sucks to get old, guys. Here. And here. Now I left a piece out there, so I'm going to have to turn that over just like I did the other, because again, I will catch myself on it.
Well, especially where you've got a latch there, you're going to be moving back and forth, yeah.
Okay, let's bend that over. Sometimes fixes don't have to be pretty. It's nice if you can make them as nice as you can, but they don't have to be pretty. But I'll now show you. See how this is still not very flat, is it? Okay, so what we're going to do is take it inside, because I have to go inside to get staples and a hammer anyway. So we're going to take it on inside. Take it inside, throw it on the concrete floor, and then I'm going to step on it.
She's going to use that tool.
The age-old tool.
The foot.
The ancient tool, the human tool, foot. So.
With the weight of the body. The foot and body weight. What a concept.
Okay, so there we go.
Perfect. Enough.
Perfect.
Perfect enough.
It's closer than it was a minute ago.
There you go.
See, and then, see the little piece of crap? Right into the thing. When I go to the metal store.
Yeah, it'll go there.
I'm going to go to the metal store. When I go to the salvage yard, it'll go to the salvage yard. That's what it's for. Ooh, those might actually work better than fence tool. And then the next time I'm doing electrical wiring, it'll be, what the hell happened to all my electrical wire staples?
We'll look at all your videos to find out.
Yeah, right? Everybody will go, I know what happened to him! An episode blah, blah, blah.
What is this episode?
This episode is Animals Are Assholes, part 67.
Part 150,000. Yeah.
Animals Are Assholes, part 67. Now the biggest problem putting this up will be that this top piece of wood is cedar. Cedar is both very hard and very brittle, which is why I wanted to use these staples, because these staples are really sharp, which means they pierce the wood better. See how that doesn't want to go in at all?
Yes.
That's because it's very hard.
It's right there.
Woohoo!
And notice how it's not moving at all.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to watch before you put your next staple in your bottom latch.
Oh, did I not get it right?
I don't know.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Or it will be. Yeah, it's right.
It will be. Okay, just...
Oh, see, we'll just do this.
Just turn that over. There you go. And now it's more than right.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
There, now, see, that's the latch, so
yeah.
you don't want to fuck up the latch. She's right. Check it first. It's a lot easier to check it now than it is when I put it all, freaking nail it all up. Then it'll be a bitch. God damn it. Yes, it does help the nails go in. For all you people that have said, you cuss too much. That's why people don't watch it, because they don't want their kids to hear cussing. It's like, violence and vulgarity unredeemed, that's okay, but cussing, Jesus Christ, we can't have that.
There's one down there on the floor if you need it.
Just me? No.
I don't think it's just you, actually. Right there.
So I'm sure that you all noticed recent court ruling that makes it all right for religious people who care so much about love and peace to discriminate against gay people, because after all, that's what God told them to do. Okay, people, let's talk about that. Ah, you little bastard. Watch out, I just got stung.
Oh, great. You mean to get you something?
No, it'll be okay. I'll rub it out in a minute. Hey, you little bastards, now I know where you are. I'm gonna fucking spray the shit out of you. How's that? Yay! What did I say? Animals are assholes!
Even insects. Especially
insects are especially assholes. Let's just be honest. But let's talk about it for a minute. There is exactly one place in Torah where it says man should not sleep with a man as he does a woman. It's an abomination. Okay. That's all it says, by the way. Nothing else. The other thing is about child molestation, which is different. I don't care what you fuckers say. Now, first off, I never knew a gay man that slept with a woman the way they did a man. Never. Second off, that's the only place it appears. Guess what it says over and over again? Over and over again. It says, be kind to the stranger. Mm-hmm. Do they do that? No, they do not. Also, it says it's an abomination. Do you know what else is an abomination, people? According to the book, eating pork.
Yep.
But they ate pork because they say Jesus knocked that law out. So apparently Jesus' law knocked out any laws that they don't like, but kept all the ones they do. But this is what happens when you set a Supreme Court, and there the project is finished.
The project is finished.
And my wife can get out of the heat. This is what happens when you set a Supreme Court with 5 members of which were put on there by 2 presidents that didn't win the popular vote.
Yep.
The people don't have a say.
Exactly. Exactly.
And now I can let the chickens out.
Yay! Which is awesome because, hello, bugs.
Well,
they also aerate the soil
they
and
do all kinds of stuff. Well,
and dig holes.
And dig giant holes right next to the building. And I'm going to have to take care of that because...
Yes, because you got badly stung. Yay!
I got stung. Oh, I got stung by a wasp. And it hung there until it probably put its whole freaking load in there while I was trying to get it off. Did I lose my mind?
No.
No.
But we are going to go in and take care of it.
But yeah. Yeah, I'll turn them loose from the inside. I forgot. Okay! Till next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. So what are you doing about that wasp bite?
Well, if I can find it. I may not have any baking soda.
Yeah, we have it. If not there, we have it under the bed. I'll go get it.
I don't see any baking soda.
Okay, I'll turn off and come back.
We should do a tutorial on opening the box.
Open the box?
I can't figure it out. Oh, there it is. No? Still not.
It's there. It's just not easily done.
That's why Mr. Knife comes in handy.
Yeah, tools are amazing.
Okay. So, I got stung.
Right.
And I already put some vinegar on that. And now I'm going to put some... It's hard to reach because I can't see what the freak I'm doing. But at any rate, so I'm going to put baking soda on it. And then I'm going to hit it again with vinegar and cause the reaction. And sometimes this takes the stinginess out of the vinegar by itself helps a little bit, but the vinegar and baking soda seems to take this, the whole, you know, that thing you did in school to make volcanoes.
Right, right.
That's basically what you're doing, except you're doing it on your bite. So now I got it covered in the sink, and then I'll let it set for a second. You can see it's bubbling around the edges. And now I'll do it with the vinegar again.
And the best thing she's going to do, she's going to go get in the pool.
I'm going to get in the pool in a minute, yeah.
Yeah.
And cool off. Okay. And that's it. That's what I do. Take the sting out of a bite.
Yay. Yep, I see. It's still swelling even though you hit it.
Okay, even though I did it with the stuff, but it's not stingy. It's not burning.
Okay, move your hand a second.
And no, it's like, oh, she must not feel pain in the same way that I do. Yes, I do. I do feel pain, just like you do. I just know that panicking when you get bit is possibly the worst thing you can do.
Oh, it increases your blood circulation
immediately. And I just keep
immediately.
going. When I hurt myself, I just keep going anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, but you can see it's swelled up pretty bad. It is hot. And I just hit it with vinegar, and then I went and vinegar and baking soda, and then I got in the pool, which should have cooled it. But it's still, and I'm going to tell you the truth. I never used to have any reaction. It all hurt like a bitch.
Yeah.
But I never had any reaction until I was diagnosed with diabetes. Something about being diabetic has made it. And I say that because Jack knows. That's what's for the camera.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. Don't worry about it.
I say that because Jack said the same thing. Jack said he had never had reactions to wasp sting until after he got
diabetes.
So, at any rate,
That
it
is a
looks
thing.
bad.
It does.
But it doesn't, you know, and it's hot, but it doesn't really hurt.
And you're not having any trouble breathing or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No. But I do now, and that's something I never used to have. I do now if they bite me on my head. If they bite me on my head now, I have to go take a Benadryl.
Yeah. Yay.
But I didn't used to.
Yeah.
So, there you go. So step one in the I just got stung by a wasp, or whatever it is, calm down.
Yeah.
Just keep your cool. Because if you freak the hell out, all that blood and all that toxin just goes
all over your system that fast. Exactly. Okay. Now you're going to go to work, right?
Now I'm gonna go to work.
Bye.